So I'm Josh Holmes. I'm the creative director for Halo 4 at 343 Industries. And what we're looking at here is Halo 4's new multiplayer experience, War Games. And this is a new mode that we call Dominion. And Dominion is a team-oriented mode where each team is trying to capture a series of bases and then hold those bases for points. And as each base is captured, it then goes through a period of time where it fortifies. And as the base fortifies, that then brings a bunch of defensive measures online, including shields and turrets, and that makes it a little easier for your team to hold on to that base. So here you can see Ryan's using the BR, classic Halo weapon reimagined for Halo 4. And about to pick up the Spartan laser, or Splazer. And this would be super effective against a vehicle if there's a vehicle nearby. Okay, so here Ryan's initiating the capture process. And so this will start a timer, and then over time this will allow his team to capture base B. But during that time he's going to have to prevent the enemy from taking the base back.
Enemy fortified Alpha. Enemy captured Bravo.
Okay, and I think the enemy has captured Bravo. If we go back into Bravo base, the enemies started the capture process. And
enemy close to
okay, so now you're going to want to hold off the enemies here. So as each base is captured and fortified and held over a period of time, then there are resupply events that happen. And basically, when a base is resupplied, you see a bunch of new weapons that come in and vehicles. And what you just saw there is the death cam that shows off the enemy's perspective as you're being killed. So that's a new element that's been added for Halo 4. It's available in some modes and really allows players to kind of learn as they're being killed, learn how the enemy is killing them and taking advantage of them, so that they can then apply that knowledge in battle. So here we can see this is an example of a base that has been fortified. You've got turrets that are online on top of the base. You've got shields that are there to prevent enemies from coming in. And here's a vehicle pod that Ryan can go over to and deploy a ghost if he wants to take that. And so now he can use that ghost to go and attack the enemy. And so, this map here that we're looking at is a map called Longbow, and it's really a map that's focused on large-scale team combat with lots of vehicle play, really classic Halo feel to it. And Charlie's been resupplied, so there's going to be new weapons available at C base if Ryan makes his way over there. Another thing that you can see on the edges of the screen, you can see these indicators that are ordnance indicators that point the way to power weapons that have been dropped into the battlefield. You can see when they're marking the rocket launcher on top of the base. And that's really allowing players to see where they can access these weapons as they come into the battlefield. Oh, there you go, you've got a Wraith, so if you run over there you can deploy a Wraith and use that to clean up some enemies, maybe take back some of the bases that the enemies might be holding at this point. You see a resupply event there as a weapon's being called in from the sky. So here we're seeing a sequence that is called Last Stand, and basically, it seems like we've got an AFK here. No mercy. Basically, what happens is as your team takes over all three of the bases, that puts the enemy team into Last Stand mode, and so all of the enemies are then are issued overshields, so they can take extra damage, but they only have that one life left. And then a victory condition for this mode is that you then eliminate all the remaining enemies, which Red Team was able to do with an overpowered splazer attack on the poor AFK. So there you have an example of Dominion being played in Halo 4.